Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the Soul Tribe, guys. If you're a returning subscriber, mwah, love yous. Let's tune in and let's see what's going on, guys. So grab your tea, grab your treat, grab your drink, do whatever you need to do to get comfortable, because me, Tasha, the intuitive goddess, is here to give you your tea. So please use discernment. It doesn't matter what zodiac sign you hold. If I do call them out, check your placement. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, okay? Make a little bit more sense, guys. So let's clear yous off. Let's clear me off. If you're watching me during a live premiere, these are pre-recorded, guys, but grand rising. And I hope you have a beautiful week and you had a beautiful weekend. I'm sending you so much love and gratitude and so many blessings. Cheers, guys. Here's to us. So let's get going. Ancestor spirit guides of the highest white light, I call you into my beautiful space. I can't see that card. And I ask for a clear, precise channel message. I also call you, my beautiful collective, into my space. And I ask for protection for me and use beautiful people who are showing love to me while I'm doing this reading. Thank you, ancestors, and thank you, my beautiful collective. So we're going to do a pop-up shuffle. Somebody is finding out about kids, or something's going on within a family household when it comes to kids. Take it as it resonates. We're going to do a pop-up shuffle with the juice first. We're going to clarify the juice. We're going to get in with the oracle messages, and we're going to clarify with the overall message. So stay tuned to the end, guys. Ancestors, what do you want to tell my collective? There's something going on during the full moon. This wants to be seen and stay away. You're not dealing with something. You have somebody blocked because of some kind of scandal. Something's going to happen during the full moon, guys. Somebody can't sleep, okay? So you're staying away from them. Maybe that's why they're not able to sleep, because you're staying away from the scandalous energies. You read something. You see the truth for what it is. Somebody may even be doing magic, and it's backfiring, and someone's feeling trapped. They're trying to get out of a situation to find freedom and safety, but they're feeling blocked because you're not dealing with the situation. So they're like having a lot of anxiety. They can't stop thinking about the wrong that they did. Now, this is all written on these cards, guys. I channeled these messages a long time ago, but something is gonna pop up, okay, in the full moon. Somebody's mask's falling off. There is a spiritual retrieval coming in, guys, and it's because somebody sees the truth. Maybe the truth wasn't being seen for a very long time, but somebody needs to get the fuck out of a situation. And you're staying far away from it because somebody is dealing with a lot of karma right now, okay? And this is why you're done. Maybe you're done with a situation. That's why somebody's going through karma. Take it as it resonates. I'm going to find out what this card is on the floor. And it's winter. So with the winter, it's talking about a rebirth, like that hibernation mode, you know? So maybe something happened in the winter, and you had like a cold cutoff, like you didn't say nothing, you just cut it right off. And you were done. You didn't have much to say. You said what you said, you meant what you said, and there's no more planning for the future with that situation. You understood that, you let it go, and somebody feels like you're cold, detached, a little heartless, but you're not. You're very calculated. Something happened or will happen in the moon cycle, in the full moon cycle. Somebody really can't get you off their mind, okay? And they're clearing away. Somebody's clearing away. Perhaps you're clearing away now that you have deaded a situation. You have this pure love, guys. And you're a giver of hope. Something is coming full cycle, and it's within yourself. You see the difference between fake love and real love. And you want a real friendship, a real partnership. And you've been holding back. And somebody is about to come in, or you're about to have this spiritual retrieval, letting go of something that's been on your mind. It's a twin flame. There's a scandalous energy that you have with the twin flame that you're staying away from. And this twin flame is really going through it. There was a power struggle, but you had free will to get out of a situation. You may have given someone else hope with your pure love alone to get out. Somebody looks at you like very blessed, and you are. You're too blessed to be stressed, hence why you're staying away. You may have somebody on block. You may have blocked them in the winter because you knew it was time to take the mask off. Somebody knows it's time to take the mask off because somebody cheated the whole time, okay? It could be a brother. Maybe you friend zone somebody. Maybe it's somebody knows about a situation and is coming in to give some kind of clarity. Somebody is saying they never cheated or saying that you never cheated. Somebody snapped because they themselves are a cheater and that's why they're not sleeping. And there could be a brother, a friend, a family member, somebody who wants to protect you, a leader in their own right, who's teaching somebody a lesson about cheating on somebody who is genuine. And that's why somebody is not having any sleep. Now, maybe you're the one who put somebody in a friend zone and is teaching somebody a lesson just by, you know, staying the fuck away from somebody. But you're resting. You're recuperating. You're leaving an environment to really assess. And you've been through worse. And this is why you're able to find peace within yourself. And somebody looks at you like you are peace. Like you are home. And they're trying to look for you everywhere with fucking flashlight in the daylight. And they can't find you because all they see is a bunch of two-faced people. Somebody really brought you in some kind of scandalous energy. Very unsupportive. It probably was your twin flame. You had to use your own, you know, free will to walk away from something. You followed the truth instead of the fake performance energy. And somebody is seeing a lot of people as fakes, as frauds, as phony. Now, this could be you. This could be somebody else. Either way, you're at peace. And somebody does see you as their peace. Something just fell out of my hand. And it's the clout chasers. Yeah, you're staying away because there is a lot of clout chasers. And these clout chasers want to get something off of you because they see you're blessed. They see your dreams are coming true. So they're going to try to want to stop you in all way, shape, or form. But it's only because they're never going to support you because you're living the dream that they want. And it's never about money, guys. It's always about energy. And somebody can't handle what you bring to the table. So they want to kind of destroy this pure love that you have. But you evaluated a situation. You let go, maybe in the winter time. And that's why a lot of people are thinking you're cold and detached. But you've rested. You've evaluated. And you're processing, and now it's time to move. Now you're moving. Now you're outside. Now you're doing things. And these clout chasers are not your friends. There's a lot of jealous copycats here. You need to watch out, okay? There's a reason why you're staying away from people. Because you have this real freedom. And with that real freedom, it's like you have the key to life. You know the way to move. And your ancestors always got your back. And somebody tried to curse you because of this. And this is why you're staying away from somebody. Because they're a cheater. It could be a friend, a family member, a cousin, a boyfriend, a girlfriend. It doesn't matter. Somebody tried to cheat you out and now they just got busted in their lies and somebody is looking like all crazy and shit because you chose to follow your path. And somebody wanted to be a pretend monster in your life, but then a real monster showed up. The real goat, the real soldier, the real marine, the real machine, the real fighter for the real justice. And somebody got caught and busted. Somebody really wishes they never chose you as an enemy, I tell you that. That's why they're having a lot of anxiety. Because you're doing well and somebody needs to do well by you. Because you're following your path. You do what you need to do, when you need to do it, and how you need to do it. You move accordingly and somebody doesn't like it. Because you know, you have this recovering kind of energy and you don't do too much. You do exactly what needs to get done. It's like in the laws of nature, there is no good or bad. It's there because it needs to get done, right? It's there because it is. So shit needs, it is what it is. It's like, and somebody's getting a crash course, okay? It's these two-faced people about the pure heart energy. Woo! Yeah, somebody's getting a crash course. They understand why you're done. They understand why you ain't planning with anybody but yourself and your future with your children because you be chilling. You be chilling and you're chilling hard. And somebody's seen that. So you're not really cold, are you? No, you're chilling. You're in the sun. You're vibing, vacationing. And somebody wants to know where you are because they're looking for you. Because whatever they're doing is not fun anymore. They're bored. And they see you as peace. Now, this could be friends, family. These could be a lot of people who are going against you at one point or another. And they're finding peace of mind within themselves and then realizing in their own accord, on their own, because you're not even anywhere around them. You've already been like, who is really there and who is really peaceful and who really helped. See, and who was really spending spell work. Ooh, underneath this full moon, that spell work is being seen, and who is been doing it. There was a lot of blockages to try to stop your peace. Could have been a Taurus. Taurus is my north node, so somebody may have been trying to block your north node, you know, or the people who were supposed to be on your north node, because maybe they couldn't affect you, right? So they could affect a lot of things around you, but not you. Ancestors, what's this spell work? It's the strength. I told you, you have the strength. What you put out, you get back. Oh, it's that pure love. It's that pure heart. It gets you what you need to. You are always going to be okay. Always going to be okay as long as you tell the truth. Even if it makes you look bad or crazy in other people's eyes, you know them as performers. You know they're two-faced. That's why they cower away, and that's why they need to group up. And they wanted to bring you into these scandalous energies. Somebody is stuck with this black magic, because I told you it's backfiring and it's being seen, and people are like, wow, this is what people really wanted for you. This is your probably own family, or, you know, husband, wife. This is somebody's very close to you who is in this Capricorn energy, this very, you know, shady, dark. Not all Capricorns are like this. I'm just saying, because it's the devil energy, right? It's the devil card. So don't take that to heart if you're a Capricorn. I love you guys. I love all the walks of life. But that devil card, somebody was very conniving and they thought they can get away with it. But look, justice. See, there's a higher authority. You know, people always think they have some kind of authority over somebody, like they can dictate their life. Even like a judge has a boss. Do you understand that? Like everybody has a boss here on earth, but there is only one true justice system, and that's the laws of karma. That's the laws of the Hermetic principles, right? So do unto others as you want done, because ebb and flow, right? And that's exactly what's going on. There was a power struggle. Somebody only ended up hurting themselves because now they realize it's a double-edged sword. Be careful of the company you keep, guys. Somebody's getting a back slam by the fucking ancestors, because that's the real justice. Balancing of the scales. Because you're a fucking earth angel. And look, you ended the cycles. You ended the cycles. You're victorious. And these clout chasers, of course they want to, you know, get your light or be you. And they're very envious, okay? They're not your friends. You know that, because when you need something truly, they're not really there. Not at all. So you stay away from them. Because you're safe. You're okay. You got freedom. And that's why they're upset. Because they want what you have. You're living their dream. Of course they're not going to support you. But I bet you they watch you constantly, because they see your dreams coming true. You are magic. And people didn't believe you were magic. It's because they do now. The ancestors always got your back, and somebody's got yours. Somebody's got yours in the 3D, okay? You may not know this person, but they have you. And they said and stood up to somebody and called somebody like a punk. The devil. Look. You see, the good always wins, guys. The punk. That's a punk. That's a punk. But the 15 reduced down to a 6. The devil fucking loves you. Of course they do. That's why they're trying to get up on you. But the justice, right? Angels always come in and bring balance. It may look chaotic. It may not be what other people want. But we settle shit out, because we got the strength to go against the spell work and put it in place and show what it really is. People just want to cheat you out and try to get you to have no sleep. Fuck, you are a machine. You're a goat. You're a real soldier in these streets. And once a fake gets faced with this, oh, they cower. They shrivel, and then they try to group up against you. And it's just the same bullshit. And you will call it out time and time again. And these people need to do well by you. Somebody is putting respect on your motherfucking name, because you are definitely beastly. You are savage. And there's a lot of people trying to abuse you, but you got integrity and loyalty, and these mind games are getting shattered. Yep. See? Chariot. And it's the 7. That's divine. Divine is helping you move forward. And somebody's mad because look, yeah. See, there's nothing there. Divine is helping you move forward. I'm going to put this away because there's nothing there. You're doing well, and somebody needs to put respect on your name. Somebody's just mad because you friend zoned them because of how they treated you. And they're watching you do big things all by yourself. Somebody's feeling very wicked. Like, or looking at somebody like very wicked. Wow, Aquarius. You're the star, guys. And you may be looking at somebody like they are very wicked for what they did. You are very loyal. And you were able to heal a situation. Now, there could be an Aquarius who's looking a little evil. But no, they're not actually getting caught up, guys. Whoever it is, it doesn't matter what sign it is. The narcs are getting caught up. And you're choosing to find home within your solitude. Somebody tried to take everything and then laugh at you and you had nothing. And you are perfectly okay because everything is within you. So you're always able to rebuild. Somebody is not able to sleep because they're looking like a whole hot mess in these streets. And what's fair is fair. And you have a right to know that something is coming in. The truth is coming in, guys. The narcs are getting caught up. Could be a Virgo. Virgo is my moon. Something's going to happen during this full moon, guys. And all these two-faced people who are doing manipulation spells, talking shit, gang stalking, copying, they're all being seen. And you are being seen as well. You are both light and dark. That's why you can control yourself. Control your own inner demons, but you can also bring them out whenever you choose to see fit. This is the power that you have, and this is what these clout chasers want, but they could never, because you got to go through it, right? To get through it, these people can't get through it. They want everybody else to do their dirty work. See the narcs? You take new leaps of faith, which people are terrified to do. You see things for what it is, not sugar-coated fucking bullshit. It is what it is. And you followed your path. You're sober, you have big dreams, and somebody feels lost in the dark. They played mind games, and, well, like I said, it's a double-edged sword, right? You had a soul ascension. You didn't necessarily need another person to succeed or thrive. But you also did inspire a lot of people to wake the fuck up. Because they are doing too much, or they're with people who are doing too much, and they're all being seen for what it is, and people understand why cut-off game is deadly. Because you don't deal with fake love. And there is no more struggle love here, guys. People are fighting because you took a new leap of faith, or somebody's about to take a new leap of faith towards you and tell you the fucking truth. And there's a lot of people fighting with this person to not come towards you. But the ancestors are pushing somebody off the cliff. Because with the star in reverse, somebody looks at you like wish fulfillment. Somebody may have even wished for you and then lost you, and now sees somebody else coming in towards you. And there's a lot of people fighting in the background trying to gain clout off of you, so that this way somebody doesn't come towards you. Because maybe somebody thinks that they care what other people think, but this person that's coming towards you could care less what anybody thinks. And the only way to take this anxiety off somebody's shoulders, to tell the truth, guys. Somebody's coming in with the truth. But there is a lot of people fighting, and there is a love bomber who refuses to apologize for what they're doing and will never, ever heal with you. And they need to understand that. They're left in the dark. And it's up to them to find their way out of that. You are not responsible for this person. Page of Pentacles. Somebody may want to start something new with you. Okay? Ancestors, what's going on here? You took a new leap of faith, okay? There was too much fighting. You need to rest. You said done. You start chilling. As people are fighting, you're chilling. Why? Because you got a pure heart. Yes, you will call it out when you see it. You meant what you said. You said what you meant. You stand on it 10 toes down. But you got choices. You weigh that bitch out. So you take full accountability and responsibility for your actions if need be. And there was somebody playing spell work in the background, okay? Knight of Wands. They were a player, in and out, okay? Somebody was playing mind games with somebody, and now that mask is falling off. You had the strength to persevere with your pure love, and somebody wants to come in and sweep you off your feet, but you see them as a player. It's a Two of Cups. Somebody wants to give you equilibrium, balanced reciprocity. And there's a lot of people who've been trying to do spell work on this partnership. Wow. Two of Cups lovers? Yeah, the devil does not want you to be in this partnership. These two-faced friends, they're sending a lot of scandalous energy towards this twin flame to get in between. So you had to, you know, make a choice for yourself using your intuition to get the fuck out of a situation. You brought justice to a situation. Somebody was playing games in the background, and then when you seen them in person, they said they weren't. Somebody sees you as the one. They're coming towards you. I don't know if you know this person, okay? But you had to have a soul ascension. You had to do what you needed to do for yourself so others can find their way. Queen of Wands. Now you are powerhouse all by yourself. And somebody sees you as a magical motherfucking creature. And if they said you were before, or they know you are now. And that's why people are trying to get clout off you. Because you are silently staying the fuck out the way. Death. Telling you you're putting death to a situation. Somebody wanted to be you. They got to go through the same fucking shit that you went through. 5 of Wands. Somebody wanted to win at all costs. 5 of Swords. Sorry. Somebody wanted to win at all costs. With that 5 of Wands, you said, all right, you threw in the towel. We got to take the L sometimes. No big deal, guys. You rebuilt. Somebody really didn't think it was possible. You're moving forwards, following your dreams. Home is internally. These people can't find home. They're lost and desolate, and they will continuously keep backstabbing every single person that they come in contact with because they don't truly value themselves. And somebody is so upset because you know who you are. And there's somebody coming in with an apology about trying to drag you under the bus, stab you under the back. Somebody knows that you always had the best interest for people, but they were fake. And people try to gang up, to say a lot of shit, to bully and assassinate you in some kind of way. Now, these people are all in anxiety because their mask's falling off. They tried to find anything to get on you, to say that you were what they said you were. And no, the truth is there. You deaded it every single fucking time. And somebody is so upset. And maybe somebody wants to come in, but you look at them like childish, foolish, like it's very immature, like it's a little too late. Like I said, you look at somebody like unloyal. But they knew who you were the whole time. And they knew you were going to succeed in what you were doing. But they wanted to follow the crowd. And there's a fishy offer in here. You don't know if somebody is just going to want to connive you again because they didn't win, right? This is why you're choosing to heal a situation, start all back over again, and allow new situations to come in. Because yes, you may have been madly in love with a fucking player, and the player may want to turn in their jersey, but you see something beyond the situation. Somebody will always have multiple options and choose those multiple options because of the entanglement that they're in. They themselves are very two-faced. So somebody needs to be by themselves. And the person that you are going to get in a partnership, friendship, relationship with, they have a mind of their own. And somebody loves your intuition, loves your intuitive ability to really rip people's masks off, but you're not all like, look, 7 of Swords, but you're not all, you're very humble. You know what you can do, but you don't need to do it all out and shit. When necessary, sure, fine. Because you don't tolerate the lies. And all you gotta do is fucking tell the truth, and these people they run for cover. They're fucking like a bunch of... Somebody wanted to break your heart, okay? Hurt you with lies. How the fuck is that even possible? It's not possible. They wanted to block you. And they wanted to break your heart and act like as if you weren't sober. These people need to mind their business. Because the more they pay attention to you, the more they're hating on you. And, well, it's because they're lying about themselves. So they're walking around parading themselves as one thing. And then when you're around, well, it looks like their slip starts showing, right? Cheers, because real recognizes real. That's why a rumor will stop at a wise ear. And somebody is very wise, very, very wise. Unleash your kindest self. So somebody sees you unleashing your kindest self, even when so many people are coming up against you, you're still that powerhouse. You're still the earth angel. You know when to tap into this energy within yourself and go after what you want. And you also know when to dead a situation and walk away. Because you're not going to fucking sit here and have anything to prove. You have absolutely nothing to prove. See? Because you're getting the victory, my beautiful fucking temperance angel. The Wheel of Fortune is in your favor, guys. The wheel has turned, okay? The underdog is now on top. The Three of Pentacles is there. There could have been a lot of people who wanted to work against you, copying what you were doing, but you easily just dismissed the situation. Now that you could have a lot of people blocked, and they know exactly why they're blocked. And it's because of the lies that they told. But you see the truth because you're the temperance angel. Somebody wanted to go against somebody who even in the darkness still helps. Somebody's getting dissed and dismissed. I told you, crash course on what happens. This is the reason why you're staying away, because somebody is really going through karma right now. And well, you don't need to be around this right now because it's going to bleed onto you. And somebody thinks by coming into your life, somebody from the past, that they will loosen or soften this karma. But they know exactly why they're getting it. And it's because all they need to do is tell the truth and heal a situation. Instead, they waited too long. Somebody knew you were loyal from the jump, but they still did this to you. Friends, family, acquaintances, a lover. Take it as it resonates. You've seen it for what it was, and now all these people are getting caught up underneath this full moon. Now, somebody needs to be careful if they're trying to do spell work under the full moon to try to get you back. All it's going to do is repel you away. If somebody really wants you, they can just man the fuck up and talk to you, woman up, and actually have a conversation with you. But you have ascended past all of this because you're chilling. You got your feet up, you know. Empresses attract. Emperors go after what they want, you know, but it's equilibrium. Nobody should be chasing or running anywhere, you know. So if there's no conversation, there's no communication, there's no relationship, friendship, nothing. And somebody needs to understand that. There's a reason why you cut people off. You don't even have to tell people why you cut them off. They know why. And their gut, their subconscious knows because of what they either said, they talked about, they laughed about. There's something. And you don't sit around a circle with people who, when you get up, they're going to talk about you. You don't do that. You don't kiki and ha-ha and laugh at other people's expenses. And somebody has an issue with that because you don't want to be around them. Fuck, you see them for what it is. And your pure heart does not need to be infected by the nonsense. You've been there, you've done that, and you've grown the fuck up. Somebody needs to mature. They're mad because they can't have a mature relationship, and you are waiting for just this because you have the strength to be by yourself until the time comes. There's a new phase, guys, and you have prepared for union, like I said. You are in this stand up for what you need to do in order to get this soft energy, okay? Like this soft, like somebody wants to give you a soft life, and it's the universe, but in order to get that, you're gonna have to give up something first. So what it means is you have to get out of your comfort zone. So the code, right? You have to give up something to get something. Same thing as in addicts and everything. There's a code, okay? So you gotta give up something to get something. And somebody's in their emotions because you gave up a relationship with a player and found strength in yourself to break the curse, to break the spells. And somebody is in their emotions. They're crashing the fuck out because you are so unpredictable. Somebody did not think that you were doing this in the background. People pretend like they know you. They don't fucking know you. They know of you. They don't know what you're doing. They don't know nothing. They can say, but they don't know nothing because they don't take the time to actually get to know you. Somebody's upset because you are a whole different kind of creature. Now, you may have been a monster machine ago when you were with this person, friends, family, whatever, but time has passed and you have even grown more powers and more intuitive abilities and more ability to balance shit out. Now, somebody may want a reconciliation and work with you as a team because somebody sees you as a great team leader, but there's a lot of insecure people who are lazy and want to call the work for themselves and get mad at somebody who can actually do the work. And there's no more of this. I told you, the wheel is changed, okay? The time has changed. And you've never wanted, you do what you want to do because people be doing some shady shit. So you're going to straighten it out because you know better. And when you know better, you do better. and somebody wanted you to stay in a relationship, a partnership, only because of the title. If the title means nothing, say it's a marriage. Somebody wants you to stay in a marriage because you are married. No, that's not how it goes. It's about respect. You need, the first thing is human decency. If somebody doesn't treat you like a fucking human and wants to try to treat you like a dog, then you're going to put them in the doghouse where they belong, because that's how they treat themselves. It is what it is, guys. You see it for what it is, and you're not going to be in your emotions about walking away from somebody, even if you love them. You will, you know, cry and you will process, but you have to understand that it had nothing to do with you. You know better, and when you know better, you have to do better. And somebody really tried to do magic on a love of your life, being sneaky, watching you in the background, and you've seen it. People are fake. They watch you from fake profiles, behind the scenes, on social media, and try to see what you love, and then they try to jeopardize that because they're two-faced. They want what you want, and they're all in this fucking demon time and shit, trying to say that you're on demon time. Or you can flip the script anytime you choose, go from zero to ghetto if you choose, but you don't got to be wrecked to do that. Why? Because you're real crazy. You're not pretending to be crazy. You don't need to be hammered to go all out. No, you can choose. You got a mind of your own. You're very balanced. And that earth angel, that angel energy, the temperance angel, Archangel Michael, is a motherfucking war angel. And Archangel Michael takes care of the distractions and helps the chosen ones on the path. That's why you have this divine guidance. And it is divine timing. Somebody's been watching you on social media, and a lot of people know it, and somebody's getting called out. Oh yeah, you talk a lot of shit, but when you see them, there's nothing, right? Like, this is the kind of energy. Or you talk a lot of shit, but you can't actually go and introduce yourself to them. Take it as it resonates. Somebody feels lost. A lot of lack because you really did end a situation and transformed. You can transform. You're a fucking shapeshifter. It is what it is. Somebody's running away from you. I told you, when you face them, they're gonna scatter. They're fucking like cockroaches. You know, when you turn the lights on, you are the light, and they're just gonna... It is what it is. You got no shame. I told you, you'd rather be by yourself than around bad company, because it is the company you keep, guys. It is the company you keep. I can look and see about, if you hang out with 5 friends, I'll know exactly who you are by those 5 friends. So be careful. That's why you cut somebody off. Somebody try to make you feel invisible. Oh, they feel very invisible to you, but you are beautiful, you're vibrant, you're magnetic, you're magical. And somebody is mad, so of course they're going to try to win at all costs, but they don't understand that that heartbreak is what makes you. As long as you don't lie to yourself and lie to others, you're perfectly okay with being a fucked up individual when you choose to be, because you're doing the right thing. It's in the name of honor. God will forgive you. It's fine. You're a soldier of the light. And people need to understand that. So you can drag people to hell or pull them out. It depends, right? I told you, you're the soldier. You really have rankings, so people could have a badge, a position, a title. It doesn't matter. The rankings. God, creator, source, whoever you believe in, Ra, is the one who has the last laugh. The last say. And somebody's very risky. I told you, somebody's having a lot of risky sex, unprotected sex, lots of partners, unsafe decisions, and they wanted to drag you into this whole mess as if you're this fucking freak. You could be a freak in the sheets, but guess what? That's only with one individual. And somebody is really upset and wants to fucking, I don't know, apologize for being a freak, being a pig. Because I don't know, somebody's with some dirty ass energy, and I'm telling you, like, I don't know, they must hate their dick. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm just gonna keep it real. You pay attention to the signs. You pay attention. 5 people they hang out with, that's who they are. The person you sleep with, that's who you are. Somebody needs to understand that. That's why they're trying to get with you. A lot of people are trying to get with you because you are the kind of energy that people brag about. But you don't tap into no risky shit like, oh, and somebody wants to apologize for calling you a whore. Because, yeah, that was the final straw. Look, somebody was dating online, hooking up with people, and being sneaky through fake accounts and all kinds of shit. You ascended past all this childish bullshit. These people feel lost out on you because It doesn't matter if you love somebody. What matters is if they love you. It's like, come on, guys. Seriously? We're not fucking playing pretend here. We're not going to do this. You have to love yourself enough to walk away because that person is just faking it. They're two-faced. They're trying to, you know, build up off of you being a clout chaser, a pick-me, an energy whore. What is it called? An attention whore. And somebody needs to understand that you don't do this for fame. You've never wanted fame. You're doing it to change the motherfucking game. And you're doing just that. Finality, guys. Somebody's really upset because you ended this player energy. There's a divorce, a breakup. You're not looking back. Somebody's not looking back from this risky energy. Yes, like I said, maybe somebody wants to throw in the fucking player jersey, but I don't know, there's a lot of work to do there because somebody's watching you step the fuck out, and somebody's going to freak out if they see you with somebody, or somebody's going to freak out if they see you with somebody. So pay attention to the signs, guys. Something is being seen. There's a lot of synchronicities, and there's somebody in the background who's going to feel like a motherfucking clown because no matter what the fuck they did, you still get what the fuck you want. Oh, and somebody is just looking like a whole one-night stand that lasted a very long time. Or someone saying it's just a one-night stand, but still like, ew. Okay, so if you don't trust somebody, but you still care about them, you know, it's okay. Maybe you want to take them back. I'm not judging. It's not a fucking judge. It's a judge-free zone here. Go to the hospital, you know, get some paperwork, you know, make sure the person's clean, you know, and you can start back over again. Somebody is feeling humiliated, they're feeling shamed, they're feeling, you know, it's their appearance, they're feeling discarded and invisible, but somebody's not invisible. It's just, you know, your cutoff game is deadly and it's got people really like shook because you don't play no games. You seriously don't play no games, especially about your heart. Somebody wanted to play with your heart, they end up fucking just playing with their own heart, and now they're upset. Let's see what they got to say. Ancestors, you learned a lesson, you transcended, and you're preparing for a union, guys. And, well, wherever the shoe falls, right? It says the timing was just not quite right for us. So, yes. You knew that something that you were going through, somebody from the past, you let it go in the wintertime. You moved away, you cut it off, you block people, you know, you're no longer in the environments, and you're living healthily. Remember, mental health is wealth, right? So I want to tell you how I feel. So somebody is in their emotions. They do see you as this Two of Cups, and they do want to come in with this big wand, and just gave me the chills. Like, it's a good chill, but I don't know. There's a lot of spell work, guys. You got to be careful because somebody's being sneaky. They're watching you. They want to tell you how they feel, but it's being blocked because, you know, you want real. You want in your face. You don't want a relationship that's a billion miles away, and you don't want somebody who is being a weirdo. Look, see? You're leaving the fears behind. Somebody needs to just... You're leaving it behind. If somebody can't face you, it is what it is. They're gonna forever feel like a clown in the clown house. You know, it says they leave your fears behind. They are stopping this relationship from blossoming. So somebody needs to, you know, take a leap of faith, guys. We're not perfect. We're perfectly imperfect, but you don't have to stay with a person if they don't respect you. Okay, that's the #1 rule, right? So no matter how much you love a person, if they don't love you and they're showing you that through their actions, because love is a verb, it's okay to walk away because you did your best at that time. You wish them nothing but the best, but clearly because you are that guy, that girl, somebody's been trying to do hexes and black magic. Could be a lot of people under Rasta because somebody is a player. Somebody really wishes they treated you better because your intuition is on point. Somebody sees you as this twin flame. Because with the lovers, the twin flame, the Two of Cups, yeah, sure. But you have free will. And so did they when they made the choices that they made. And they remember everything about that day. Somebody remembers everything the day that you walked away, the day that you cut ties, the day that you seen this person's evil side. Somebody tried to curse you because you didn't want them. It made no sense because you actually really cared about them. That's what they wanted. You gave them what they wanted. But, ooh, when you cut that shit off, that earth angel energy, this energy vampire is drained. And then they end up attracting the like-minded individuals, right? They're remembering everything. And it says, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. Now, on both sides, you don't understand how hard it was to follow your own path. Maybe this person from your past who's soaking in their own fucking feelings, really upset, understands why you had to let them go. And they needed to go and learn on their own path. Somebody had a lot of karmic debt to pay. Hence, and I think they just added more onto them. Hence why you're staying away, because somebody is, you know, dealing with karma right now. We got to follow our own path. We got to listen to ourselves, because when you listen to others, you end up getting stuck in other people's lives that you wish you never were in. And these people are so upset that you got this victory. And the victory lies within yourself. But really, you got the victory in the ancestral realm. I told you, you're a beast. You can drag people out of hell, or you can put them back. It depends, right? Finality. It's how people treat you, guys. And some people, they think because you don't say nothing, it's done. You may forgive them, but you don't forget. And then, you know, if you said something, you meant what you said. That's why you're telling somebody to heal. These people need to heal. These clowns, these people who date and hook up and have like multiple dating sites and shit, they really need to get their shit together. Now, I'm pre-recording, but Bella is live right now. And I love that when she does that, because when I watch her readings, they always coincide with me. So I'm going to put this reading out, and it's probably going to be out as hers is still going. So we'll see if it's the same. But I don't react when people mention you. So somebody is they're tight-lipped, very uncomfortable, okay? Because you're unleashing your kindest self. And there's a lot of people who are flipping the script up. Like, if there was a lot of people going up against you because they were listening to this bullshit and they were manipulated, or, you know, somebody was drinking the Kool-Aid, you know, maybe even drinking something from somebody and they were putting it in their drink. There's a lot of manipulation and spell work, guys. You got to be careful with those bitches and their fucking spaghetti sauce. I've been saying it for fucking like years. But anyways, don't listen to me, you know, listen to your fucking self. And that's what somebody is doing. They're listening to their self, and they're paying attention to these two-faced people. They get all caught up. Because all you need to do is be yourself. You move by example, guys. Your loyalty is seen. And people wanting to play mind games with you. All you got to do is be honest. And when you're honest, you shake shit up. Ancestors, yeah, karmic relationships. Wow, I don't make it up, guys. My starseed, elect ones, chosen ones, divine feminine, divine masculine. This reading is for you. Look at that. Karmic energies, okay? Karmic relationships. The Orion energy, polarities, and soul growth, okay? So, the constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarities and eventually unity. Some believe that many star seeds who are part of the cosmic history are incarnated on Earth now and are playing out karmic relationships from Orion's time. Perhaps you're one of them. Polarities cause conflict and highlight separation. However, because of this, conflict can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our hearts and our minds to see things from a different point of view. When we go into receptive second-guessing mode instead of gathering the courage to open our hearts, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own woundings and then find neutral ground. We're all innocent children looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict when it is to grow further apart. And yet that's the invitation of conflict. It's easy to react and take things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence in all involved and to find a way to grow closer through conflict. It's through relationships that we grow the most. When we can soften our hearts and drop our defenses enough to see things from a different point of view, how can you see the innocence of all involved? How can you learn to see the similarities rather than the differences? Somebody is seeing really truly how innocent you were and why they're so far away from you. A lot of people are, guys. Starseed Soul Inquiry. Which relationship do you find most challenging? How can you see things from a different perspective? How can you how are you being called to allow growth through conflict? This is what you're doing. You're growing. And the timing wasn't quite right. You knew that. You had free will. You walked away. And somebody wants to tell you how they feel. Because they feel the distance, the separation. I don't know what this is. You tell me. It's a general reading. But somebody does feel left in the dark and feeling a little bit clownish. Because they didn't pay attention to signs and synchronicities. Whew. Let's get the closing message to bring this all together, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. And I hope this gave you some clarity for today. Some guidance on your day. And it is 9. It's the year of the 9. That's this year, guys. The year of the snake. Now, the year of the snake. Just this year, I have accomplished everything that I needed to do. And I'm sitting pretty. I'm good. This year, because I'm 9th house, right? So this year was really epic for me. And it started right in January. Well, before January. I was getting ready for it. And I didn't realize it. But it was all subconsciously. And then I took a look back mentally yesterday at the process, right? And yeah, the year of the 9 is one of those years where, you know, step up or step out. It is what it is. Like you're getting left behind, you know. You either climb that ladder spiritually or you're going to get left behind emotionally. And that's what people are feeling, that lack, because a lot of people are trying to go a tug of war with you while you're investing in the motherfucking truth, standing in the truth and being very patient about situations. That's how you're getting the victory, is because you don't want it right now. You'll get it when you need it. Like, you know what I mean? You don't chase after nothing. It's honestly, things will be chasing after you. And somebody's really upset with that. Because you're perfectly okay with being perfectly okay until you have to fucking stand up to the injustice. Because you are not carrying the burdens of a broken relationship. But you're also not going to tolerate somebody taking food out of your mouth. You have given. And because you have given, you have a right to take this burden off your back and stand up to the lying sack of shit who clearly worked up against you to try to fuck up your 4th house. Shit is being balanced. 9. Remembrance of eternity. It's time to look at things in a different perspective. We all deserve to be loved. And there's a reason why people do the things that they do. And there's a message being sent. And you're hoping somebody's getting the message. Spiritual connection and forgiveness. I don't make it up. Sometimes you gotta make waves in order for people to get the fucking message. Okay? It says, if you've been thinking about a loved one, it is likely that their energy has been very much around you. There must be no regrets about the things which have or have not been said in the past. Spirit knows your intentions were good. Didn't I say this? Well, ancestors, thank you for bringing this together. There must be no regrets about the things which have or have not been said. Spirit knows your intentions were good. Thinking about what has gone may be at the forefront of your mind. But the if only syndrome may be in your thoughts right now. It is important to remember that whatever has been said or done in the heat of the moment was right at that time. You must let go of any regrets. Remind yourself that you're only human and we all make mistakes from time to time. However, these are often our greatest lessons. It's time to think about our future, not dwell on the past. All is forgiven. I love that. I love that. Let's get one affirmation to close it. Where is my affirmation cards? Oh, there they are. Okay, one affirmation, my beautiful collective. Now, all is forgotten. You're deading a situation. You're moving forward. You settled it. One move and you just knocked everybody, you know, yelled, checkmate. One move, checkmate. Ancestors, yeah, look. People may not understand, you know, the method to your madness, but look, you do it with positive actions. That's why you always are protected. They don't need to understand why you move, why you take action the way you do, but you have a voice of the heart. It says the voice of the heart. So positive actions. I focus on the beauty in and in me and find silence. I live in honor in the present by doing what I can do right now. What I cannot change, I let go and entrust in the Creator. See, you're letting go of what you cannot control. And then taking action in the things that you can control and leading by example, so people cannot control other people, but you can control your actions, how you respond to it, and what you want. Go after what you want, even if people say that you can't, or that you're not good enough, or that people are that you're overqualified, or say like somebody is out of your league. Like, try. You never know until you try, right? So, action. My divine action ignites love and harmony. I am aware of my thoughts and driven by positive forces. I listen to my heart. My desire to manifest light transforms tests into growth, challenges into opportunity, and fear into love. I told you, you're leaving the fear behind you, and somebody needs to leave the fear behind them. And if they want to fucking get you caught up and have some kind of sneaky offer to come in, they're gonna look like a clown, because you personally don't mind looking like a clown to straighten the clowns out. You see what I mean? Because it takes one to know one, and sometimes you gotta be that bitch, you gotta be that guy, and you got no shame, because you do it with love, and it all comes from the heart. You have a purpose, and you stand on that. You ain't no punk. The voice of the heart. I silence the fear in me, and I discover the voice in my heart. The fruits of these words guide me. I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on the path to light. I love you guys. You are a soldier of the light. You're a fighter of the light. So of course, you might have to go into some dark places. You might have to wrestle some feathers. But that's your mission. You ain't scared. You'll take that new leap of faith, because look at the heart of the deck. You're safe. I love you guys. Stay blessed. Somebody wants to keep you safe. They want to invest in you because you are worthy of this. It's time for you to really see this lover and move on from anybody from the past. There's a new energy coming in. You have the heart to uplift those around you like an earth angel, and somebody tried to take you out, and it's these narcs. They grouped up, but one by one, they are all falling.